Yun. Good evening, Kuya Manzano. Magandang gabi.
Hi there. How are you guys? What's up?
Kamusta? So welcome to our platform. We're very pleased and honored to have you here on our platform, no? Kumusta ka,
Thanks so
Kuya?
much.
What's been going on with you?
Happy and excited. Thank you so much. Well, what's been going on with me lately? A lot going on.
Yeah, I know you're a busy guy. A lot of businesses, working.
Money, sports.
Is that jiu-jitsu or judo? Sorry, I'm not familiar with it.
Jiu-jitsu. I'm doing a lot
jiu-jitsu.
of jiu-jitsu lately.
Yeah.
The last 2 years, training hard and even competing, and
Oh,
getting to.
you're now a professional
Conquer.
jiu-jitsu, huh?
No, not
Professional
professional
jiu-jitsu.
because they
Not
don't
yet.
pay me. So if
alright,
they don't pay, you
alright.
cannot be a professional, right? There.
Yeah.
That makes a
Alright.
difference.
So again, welcome and please introduce yourself first so our viewers can be at ease with you.
Yeah, so hi everyone. Happy to see people coming in. And I'm an actor and a singer. Born and raised in Spain, in the Philippines for 14 years. I'm half Filipino too. No one believes me, but I am. My mom's Filipina from Quezon City. And I also do sports, as we were saying. Yeah, I love martial arts and concentrating in jiu-jitsu. And I love money making. That's my new passion. I stopped my acting passion from rank number 1 to rank number 2 because of the when the lockdowns hit. I discovered the importance of having some stability financially, and I'm obsessed with passive income, and I push it upon all my friends, and I keep on posting and teaching online for free. All I can, I try to help my friends all I can so they learn how to make passive income, because I escaped the rat race 2 times. So if I did it, anyone can do it. And the second time around, I escaped the rat race. I escaped it so much faster because I already knew how to do it the first time. So meaning it's a learning ability. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the rat race is escaping the rat race means you don't need your job anymore in order to feed yourself.
Sustain yourself, yeah.
Yeah, if your basic needs are covered, like electricity, maybe internet, and food, rent, food, the basic. If your basics are covered by investments, by passive income, legit passive income, okay, let's go there in a moment, then you don't need to work. Then you are financially free, even if it's in a humble way, financially free. Your mind goes boom. Okay, you're starting to escape the matrix. Then you can start pursuing more elevated stuff because you're not gutom anymore, right? So it's very important, and everyone can achieve this. It's not as hard as some people might think. You just need some financial literacy, focus, discipline. Of course, like anything worth pursuing, you need to do the push-ups.
That's right.
Effort,
Yeah. So, since you've been acting for how long now, Kuya? 10 years or more than 10 years? 26 years,
Yes.
So, can you tell me about some of the projects you've made? Since you were acting,
A lot. Yeah, 26 years ago, I started in Spain doing theater, and then we went to China, and now the Philippines for the last 14 years. I do everything: theater, TV, commercials, movies. So right now, the latest you can watch in Viva One streaming app. Not Viva Max, not Viva Max. I know the joke. The joke is coming. Yes. Okay. Viva One. You can watch. I have a big part in Bad Genius, the TV series. It's a remake of a Thailand hit, and then we made a remake in the Philippines. So it's streaming right now, and it's gonna go to TV5 soon.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. In Viva, actually, I also guested like last month for another TV series. I Love You Since 1892. I have a little episode there. Movies coming. It's already opened this week in Europe. Sisa with Hilda Coronel. It's gonna be. That's a super big hit. I think they're looking for the appropriate festival to open here.
Oh, yeah, I think this Christmas they're going to release it. So did they already started filming, or the filming is already done?
It's done. It's done.
That's nice. That's
We
nice.
premiered this week in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a festival in Europe.
MMFF, no, right? I think it would be showing in MMFF, Metro Manila Film Festival.
Let's see. Maybe in the summer version or something. Yeah.
All right.
So a lot of movies in Netflix. If you have Netflix, Mama Sapano, He's Into Her, the TV series, you can watch there. I've been doing a lot of projects now. So
yeah. So going, because we are an atheist platform, and the goal of this platform is to shed light not just in atheism but to educate people about the different perspectives and different views of atheists. That's why the Roundtable in Focus is the title, Voices and Views. So can you share us your experience, or how your atheism started? Did it started from Spain, or it started here in the Philippines? Because we all know that Christianity primarily came from Spain, right? But now they're not that Christian. So tell me about that.
yeah, eventually people progress, right? So in Spain, half of the people are Christians, half are not. Yeah, and that's been for some long time, because it's a country divided by politics. There was a civil war, so the right wing versus the left wing. Okay. But now, it's been declining and declining and declining because people don't get married anymore. People stop going to the church, etc. Which eventually will happen, I believe, in the Philippines too, because in the era of internet, you start comparing, you start asking questions around. I left school. I was raised by the priests. I left school at 18, and I started hanging out with people who I didn't know existed, who were anarchists, atheists, open-minded, like, wow, who are you? And they started handing some books and giving some opinions, and then, wow, I didn't know this existed. So I felt betrayed by the priests, by the church, that never told me there was another way of thinking, So they were hiding all that world from me. So I felt betrayed by them. And I started embracing, of course, I was young and I was very rebellious. So I started going against all they taught me. And that was, I wasn't a strong activist for atheism back in Spain. I was in that idea, okay, I'm an atheist, I'm learning about myself, I'm discovering. The thing is, of course I was an atheist all that time, but I wasn't an activist for it. When I came to the Philippines in 2011, I was amazed to see the strength of the church here and how young people, still go to mass. It's like, what? Okay, it's not only the old people. So I discovered a whole new horizon here, a whole new ambience here. And I said, okay, now I become an activist, atheist here in the Philippines. And I started joining all these organizations, and eventually even hosted meetings for atheist organizations, sponsored it, and things like that. Up to now, we're still starting even a new atheist church out there. So because the Philippines needs it. It needs it because I see a lot of unsuccessful and sad people, depressed people who are going against the faith that their parents taught them. And I don't blame the parents. It's been passed throughout generations. The thing is, religion should work in order to guide you through life, which is complicated. Okay, so there's value in having guidance. The thing is, if the guidance makes you more depressed, more unhappy, less successful, then that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong guy.
That's the
Yeah.
wrong guide. Yeah. So whatever works for you, as long as it moves you in into a better position in life, it makes you happier. But if, for example, you're gay and the church tells you that you're a sinner, that you're wrong, that there's something bad with your body and your brain, and you're gonna die in hell because of that, you're gonna burn, then that religion is not for you. You cannot embrace someone who's slapping you in that way and goes against who you are born being, right? So that religion, for example, since now we have internet, we know that there are thousands of religions out there. I invite you to do some tourism. Lipat,
Yeah,
lipat, study
to-
what works for you,
To
philosophy.
study them, yeah.
Yeah, a religion at the end of the day is like a philosophy too. You know, it's a guide of life. You can be. Some things are quote unquote religions. Some religions have gods. Some religions don't have gods. You know, and some are parallel,
Yeah.
alternative ways of living, beliefs. You know, there.
Yeah. So tell me about this new church that you are founding. What's it called, and what is the advocacy of this church, and how do people interact with this church?
Yeah, we're in baby stages. It's called Church of Freedom, Iglesia ng Kalayaan. It's
Yan.
an atheist church in the Philippines. And started by Ma'am Reggie Pasion and Richard
Yeah.
Alida and myself.
Uh,
We're all spin-offs from Patas.
yeah, I know.
So we want more activism, and we want to give a space for people who jump out of the regular Christian churches and they feel alone, or atheists that feel very lonely. There's a lot of loneliness out there. So we want to create a community where people, seculars, even believers in some kind of religion, can join in a secular manner and start exploring new ways of thinking, discover that maybe you don't need a God in order to be an acceptable and a nice person.
Yep.
We can do karaoke, and we can do hiking without thinking of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Not today, Jesus. Not today.
Yeah. So tell me, because there's this some kind of impression that you're giving off, that you want to free the minds of people into conventional religion. Why do you think that is important, and what could be the effect of this to our society?
In the Catholic religion, which is the one I grew up with and I know the best, there's a big God, a big Sir, Mr., the Lord, there sitting in the clouds, looking at you, judging you, and people pray saying, I am nothing without you. You are the all-powerful. I am weak. I am nothing. I am a sinner. Since the day I am born, I ask for forgiveness. So that makes people small and weak. And I'm all the opposite. I want to be strong and powerful. And the results of my life are not written in the stars or written in the book by destiny, by God. My destiny is written by me. The results of my life are my fault, for good and for bad. And this totally changes. This mindset change totally will change your outcome in life. Because if you're not waiting for money or for blessings or for luck or for a boyfriend, you're going to go out there and look for it. Because if you don't go out, nothing's going to happen. That's if you don't believe there's a God that's going to save
That's
your
the
ass.
difference.
Yeah, so it's a giant difference between feeling small, feeling big, feeling responsible for what happens in your life, or waiting for good luck. Diba? Let's see if I get lucky. Please help me. Stop wishing for it. Start working for it.
Start working, yeah.
That's
Because
it.
if it works, see, the thing with prayer is if it works, if it happens, it's God will. But if it didn't happen, there's a time for it, right? It's like there's no wrong answer. It's always, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, kasi if it's in God's time, what if God is busy? Diba? God has all eternity. What if you die and it's not God's time? And then people say, so ganun na lang. So, oh my gosh. You are saying no to your dreams and to your success because it might not be God's time. What if God is fighting the devil or the universe or saving Africa? God is not there, even if you're a believer.
He's too busy doing a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah. He's not there to make you pass your exam. Diba? He's not there to make your boyfriend love you. You have to make that happen. It's your responsibility. So even if you believe or not, it's your responsibility to. So stop thinking that what happens in your life is the result of other people. And I'm going to extend that to the government. And I'm going to extend that to your parents.
Yeah.
Stop blaming others. Stop pointing fingers. Start pointing thumbs to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Point it at yourself. Yeah, you're the one doing that.
That's it.
Right. Yeah. So how was your life has been affected by you being an atheist? Because are your parents religious or they're not religious? So tell me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. My father, let's start there, and I'm glad he doesn't watch TikTok. I'm safe.
Yeah.
My father is a right-wing fascist,
Oh.
So traditionally, all his life, he was very Catholic or not. He wouldn't go to mass. Okay, let's start there. He's a fascist, but he doesn't go to mass, but he was tied to it because the right wing in Spain is very tied to the Catholic Church. The thing is, eventually, things happened to my old father in his elder years. He started maybe thinking or realizing things, watching History Channel, and he started watching Ancient Aliens, and started thinking, maybe the gods were aliens that visited Earth. That's one thing that started getting into his mind. Another thing that started getting into his mind was that my brother got a divorce and an annulment, and they had to go through all this juries from the church, not juries from the law.
From
juries,
the state,
from the church. They have to go to a trial inside the church to get the annulment, pay, etc., etc. And he saw a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of money making there. And he didn't see the priest wanting to help my brother and things like that. So he said, you know what? I've been supporting you all my life. I don't believe in you people anymore. You're bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. He got very angry because my father is like me. He's a passionate man. And he said, goodbye. And that's it. And I wouldn't say he's a Catholic anymore. Even at his age, or he doesn't go to mass. But he won't also, he's not an activist atheist or something like that. The thing is, in private, he told me, at my age, it might be a lie. It might be what they taught us since birth. And why not, right? These are books that have been written by people and lipat the books. They choose which books form part of it, and they copy it with their hands. Imagine, I just went in Spain. I just went to a library of monks with the real, manuscripts, where they were copying it and everything. I could imagine the monks sitting there in the library, copying and copying and copying, and then why not inserting their own, right? When you copy and you copy, you make your own little version, or you make a shortcut, because you're bored copying for hours. Well, all that, and then the connecting with the ancient aliens theory, as well as you know, I am a Raelian. I do have a religion. I have an atheist religion.
Yeah.
I'm a Raelian. We believe in Prophet Rael. Who is Rael? Rael is a Frenchman who is still alive today, who was abducted by a UFO, and they gave him messages, and he wrote books. Like any other religion out there.
Like any other religion, yeah.
So we believe that the ancient people had ancient imagination, of course. So they saw things flying from the sky, and they said, okay, chariots from the gods. And they saw powerful people, maybe with some technology, and they saw, oh yes, yes, my Lord and Savior. But they were just tao sa ibang planeta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the same way we want to go to other planets, Mars or whatever, with Elon Musk and conquer other planets, I think that's what they did with us. And even scientists say that the DNA of humans is not found here on Earth.
Yeah.
So it comes from somewhere else. No? So, okay, the truth is impossible to know for any aspect of life. Yeah? The thing is, we can have hints or see, okay, this makes more sense for me. This helps my philosophy. This helps my way of thinking. So you use it, you make what you choose for your philosophy, whatever makes sense for you for each moment of your life. Because I also discover as I grow older, my philosophy also changes. And I think that's very healthy. And I have a conversation with someone, we have an interchange, and I say, oh,
that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good point.
Why not? That's having a growth mentality. Accept, listen. Woof, I know nothing, right? I keep on learning every day. I learn, my gosh, and I'm happy every night. I make a review of what I learned on that day. There's always something. And it's masarap. When you acknowledge it, it double goes inside. Like, okay, so today I learned this. So, you're a teacher, right? So you're teaching the whole day. Dapat people learn. Yeah.
So with regards to Raelianism or this religion of yours, how was it categorized as atheistic? What beliefs do they have that doesn't coincide with theistic theology? So can you share that with us?
There's no God. There are no gods. They're just people from other planets that people confuse by God.
As a God, yeah.
We don't worship them. We don't pray to them. That's it. They created us with their DNA. They cloned themselves. They did a chemical process in a laboratory. They created us. Like we can clone animals now on Earth. So the same way, we can also create humans. I'm sure in China they're creating humans now. And so they created us with a very scientific process, and they just want us to be happy. And they teach us love, and they teach us freedom. Walang sins. We only have one commandment in Raelian belief, and it's love yourself. That's the one and only commandment. Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good teaching.
As opposed to love your neighbor. Love yourself. Love yourself. If you love yourself, then you can love others. If you don't love yourself, you cannot. Right? If you're strong, you can pull people up. If you're not, if you're rich, you can help the poor. If you're smart, you can help the ignorant. But if you're empty, you cannot give. Diba? That's just so love yourself first, so you can.
And I think there's more benefit in improving yourself first before proceeding with charity, before helping others, because. Right, you can get way more benefit if you improve yourself first before you help other people, right? Unlike what the Bible is saying, like just give like this, provide this to the church, and the church will bless you, something like that.
Well, of course they have to say that, so you give your money to them, no? If you're struggling financially, for example, talking about money, and you give your money away, like many people in the Philippines are doing. They send the money to the province and stuff. Then the people in the province keep on being beggars forever, and you keep on struggling forever, and you never go up in life. So you have resentment for them. You don't move forward. They don't move forward. Everything stays there. So I say, save yourself. Okay, save. Just get to that minimum stadium of financial freedom, which is escaping the rat race. After that, you start giving. You start giving a 10% to your family and to your charity. That's okay, and that's beautiful. Pero save yourself first. It's like the mask in the airplane principle, right? You put the mask on yourself first before you put it on your baby. Because
You
if
save
you
yourself
die,
first. Yeah.
who's gonna take care of the baby, right? So like, boom, and then you take care of others. And it's beautiful. You can take care of your family, of your barangay, of the country, and the world. Look at some billionaires out there really helping so much, you know.
Yeah. So regarding your atheism, of course, you are an activist in a sense that you oppose. Can you give me some pointers that we can learn from you about why do you oppose religion that much? What negative things that you learn from religion that gives or have disadvantages to people in our society?
Well, aside from feeling small and feeling weak and not controlling, not being the driver of your life, I'm going to put an example of women, for example. Women are valued for being the virgin. We adore the Virgin Mary in the Philippines. So if you explore your sexuality, then you're a bad human being. You're a bad woman. That's what the church tells you. So that goes against nature. Okay, so it affects the brain of many girls out there because girls are very sexual beings. They have itches down there, right? They touch the little button and they feel things. And then the church tells them not to touch the button. So I say, if God designed you with a button that gives you pleasure, why won't He want you to touch it? That would be a very evil God, right? So I think it's bad for women because it makes them feel very guilty from the very beginning. And if women were more free, they would make themselves happier having more sex around there and make guys also happier having more sex around there. If everyone had more
It's a
sex,
win-win. Yeah.
there would be less wars, less stress, diba? Less fight in the traffic and everything. Diba? Happier everyone. I'm gonna put myself a little out there up to slaps. There's been too much also feminism. Okay. That made, because I'm connecting it with the thoughts of women being unhappy and stuff. Because I'm seeing posts of women in Twitter and stuff saying, "Where are the men? I'm 40 years old. No one hits on me. Where are the men?" Like, you've been telling us we're abusers and not to do it for how many years? You've been saying that you don't need men, that you're autosufficient and you're strong. So now don't be surprised when men don't stand for you or don't even approach you because they're scared you're going to accuse them of being a harasser or something. So that's also hurt a lot. That's also kind of religion. I'm going to say feminism. Some people wear it on the sleeve so much and then they're lonely. Because at the end of the day, we want to be, not that you have to have 100 friends, but you should not be lonely. I think that's what we want to solve with Church of Freedom, no? That sense of loneliness. That's especially with so much internet and all this, and so much video games, people are stopping to hug each other, talk with each other, meet each other in real life. So that's something we should recover. I love my jiu-jitsu because I hug people every day violently. And it's, there's something about contact and exchanging a little sweat.
Human contact, yes.
Yeah, your defenses go up. chemically. Your happiness goes up also because of the human contact and the exercise and helping each other get better.
Yeah, I remember the controversial post of yours.
Why? Why? Which one? Which of many? Which of many? Because I do a lot of effort to be controversial every day.
The harass one. I learned
Harassing?
to harass women. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
You
who's
got.
offended?
I think.
The feminists. The feminists are offended by that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think
And
you
I'm
got
glad.
misinterpreted there way too
Hmm.
much, right?
Too much snowflakes. Too many snowflakes out there. They have their skin is so thin that they get burned. Very
Yeah.
fast, you know.
In Filipino, we call it balat sibuyas.
Balat sibuyas because agad, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to tear. It's easy to damage.
Oh, come on, grow up here, guys.
It's not surprising. They're women. They don't have a pair of that.
Well, because they can have a pair of these ones, di ba? They can have a pair of tits and grow up, and it's okay to. Sometimes as I grow up, parang I'm getting also more traditional in that sense, Like I want the women from before. I like them more, A woman who can be caring and taking, supporting the man. I love that. I love that. It's like maybe because I'm getting older now and I'm appreciating something different. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm leaning into the manosphere lately. I don't know. Andrew Tate is very smart guy, and I love him. There you go.
So is this one of the things you advocate for? Like, some of the people call it red pill. Do you
Red
do
pill,
you-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hashtag red pill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have his picture in my wall. I'm part of his school, the real world. Yeah, I have his lessons every day. I love it. I think it makes so much sense. We have unhappiness because of basura that's been spread on us by TV, by feminism, by communism. Socialist countries suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've known you for like maybe a decade now since we had this event in Patas before, right? That you spoke in front of us, and I did my part as well, educating people. So, what are the things that you've learned from your experiences here in the Philippines in regards to your atheism that you could impart on the younger generations?
There's a lot of fighting online, number one. Okay. There's a lot of keyboard warriors in the atheist community who don't even have a picture of themselves and who don't even have their own name out there. And then they say things about the people who are there on stage or here in public in video with our name speaking. Okay. So a little to those people. There's an issue with our atheism because most people are poor. Okay. So when people are poor, they cannot think of more elevated things. Also, they are scared of speaking up in front of the boss or in front of the titas because they might lose the inheritance or the gift for their sons and daughters, or they might lose their job. So that's why I'm an advocate. And I also, from the Church of Freedom, we're also pushing messages and educating on how to be financially free. Because once you're financially free and you don't need your job, you don't need your titas anymore, then you choose what you accept or not. No? So I say the big challenge is to make enough money so you have the freedom to say
Yeah.
and you can start thinking new stuff more elevated.
And you don't have to listen to them anymore, right?
Yes, no need, di ba? Boom. Like, sorry, but never mind. Because that's number one, the taking out the toxic people from your life. The thing is, if they're feeding you, if you depend on them, you cannot take them out. That's the thing.
Right. So, are you an advocate of removing religion totally in the Philippines?
not every religion is bad. I am an advocate of removing religious symbols from all public places because this is supposed to be a secular country to begin with. That would be a good start. I'm an advocate of removing all prayers from public schools. Hello!
Amen.
Amen. Ramen. No, ramen. Okay. how can public schools be praying Catholic prayers when the taxes also come from Muslims and atheists and all? Parang it's not fair, right? So Muslims should get angry. Atheists should get angry. INCs should get angry. Right? The monopoly from the Catholic Church, and it's not fair and it's not correct. The thing is, they still have a lot of hand with the government and our lives, and well, the generation of our titas still is a lot into that. So okay, eventually it will become mythology, right? We can have video games. I think there's some video games already. Jesus Christ plays against Iron Man.
Yeah.
Diba? Ganyan. Diba? Oh, Thor is a god, right? The god of thunder, Thor. So yeah, let's have a fight.
I saw a baller in your left hand that shows the 30. Tell me about that. Yeah, tell me about that baller.
Oh, I'm an avid supporter of Duterte. I love him. I was never into politics. I'm not born and raised in the Philippines, so I don't know anything. What I know is what I see. So I don't have loyalties, right? I came in 2011 to the Philippines. This was a dangerous city, Manila. I opened the business in 2013, a coffee shop, and I had it for 7 years, okay? So from the previous administration, we had robbers come in, we had gun-held my waitresses outside, stealing their money. I've seen people girls pulled by motorcycles. I've seen that shit, you know? And a lot of also cuentos of the people. Every other week, there was something going on in Sampaloc, Manila. And people asking for money under the table from local government for the fire permit, for etc., etc. When Duterte came into power, no more red tape. Girls started walking in the streets at 3 a.m. Students walking safely. No more people coming into the shop. I didn't have to fight anyone. No more gun held for the waitresses. There was a big difference. I was getting jeepneys, me, foreigner, white boy, getting jeepneys at 2 a.m. coming all the way to Pasig. And I felt safe. Now Duterte has left and it's coming back. It's dirty, it's kalat. I personally they tried to snatch my bag 4 months ago. There's reports of people all over the place. There was kidnapping, agad. So there's a difference. I'm not loyal. It's not that I was, I'm not a yellow.
You're not a DDS. Yeah. You're not into color. Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes and flesh. You know, I felt it. So I have to give it to him. It became safe. The corruption was minimized because everyone was scared of him. So I believe the Philippines needs a strong man like Singapore had. Singapore was down dirt like the Philippines. Same. And this strong man, Lee Kuan Yew, he went there, boom, and they hang people in public. And now you cannot even spit in the street or eat bubble gum in the street or smoke. You know, he was very strict with that. And the country is now at the top of the world. The Philippines can be at the top of the world too. We have so many natural resources. We have so many beautiful beaches for tourism. We have a beautiful culture. People are so nice. this could be a capital for tourism. We will have billions and billions coming in. The thing is, if the corrupt politicians are not interested in fixing this country, that's what's going on, and that's why more investment is not coming in and more tourism is not coming in. Sayang. Sayang talaga. There's so much potential for the Philippines. I'm here because I love the Philippines. I think it can grow so much. The country has given me so much, and I believe in the country. I employ people. I invest in the stock market. I'm helping here. I teach. I work. I pay taxes. I do so much. So because I believe. So it frustrates me when I see all these things happening lately with the government. It's fun.
So let's proceed with your, because I remember when we last talked, you were a vegan. So what happened? What changed? What realizations did you have that made you left veganism?
I think it's laziness because it takes effort, and in those days I had a cook, a lady, nanay, who was here, Yaya, taking care of me the whole time, and I would give her recipes that I print from the internet, and she'll just go to the palengke and stuff.
Yeah.
And now I don't, and I lost her, so I didn't get to replace her properly ever, so it became difficult. And meat is yummy and it's easy. You just buy the piece of meat and you cook it. It's so easy. So well, there's that. And also I'm following some influencers that have a lot of muscles and stuff, and they eat a lot of meat, so that influences me as well. And the thing is, meat is also kind of expensive sometimes, especially good meat. Good beef is expensive.
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with your jiu-jitsu that you switch from vegan to non-vegan diet?
Yeah, especially I eat a lot of eggs every day because it's easy. It's especially because I don't have someone to cook for me. When I had someone to cook for me, I was happy with the vegan diet. I don't know. It just became a little more difficult, and I miss the taste. But I'm okay with it. Or I could reduce meat, but I also right now because science keeps on changing. Therefore, we can say that science is always wrong because it's always correcting itself. Now I am into alternative beliefs and science and knowledge. I'm in the counter culture movement, and the underground scientists say that meat is very good and that we need a lot of cholesterol, and the more we eat, the less Alzheimer's we're gonna get, and it's easier to get the proteins you need for the muscles, etc., and the vitamins. So I'm divided. I don't know what to believe anymore, which happens the whole time. I think that's a beautiful point, and I know you want to go to another point, which is the flat Earth belief or not. So I want to go there also because
Sure.
Yeah, we cannot know what's true and what's not true anymore because they change their opinions and they show you 100 new studies saying the opposite of what they were saying 10 years ago. So since we cannot know the truth, I become the ultimate skeptic and I doubt everything, especially if they've been repeating it for the longest time. The more suspicious I become, and going to the flat Earth there.
Tell me about that. Yeah.
I've never been out of Earth. I don't know anyone who has been out of Earth. All I know about us being a ball spinning in the infinite space, I saw in books and TV. Same as I see Star Wars. So how do I know? Since I discovered that the politicians lie to us, that the scientists lied to us, that my parents lied to me, and the priest lies to us. So news lies to us too. I caught them many times. Why wouldn't this also be a lie? Right? Why would we believe it? I know it's very hard for many people to hear this because we've been indoctrinated since birth. In school, they teach us this stuff. But who wrote the books and who chose the books for your school to teach you that? It's all part of programming. We are raised to believe in stuff, so we buy stuff and we make money for those who created the whole system. I think we are like cattle for the Jews who control the world. Yeah. The Jews control the banks, the Jews control the education system. They created it. And in their belief, the non-Jews are like cattle that are there to serve the Jews. We are the Goyin, no? They call us the non-Jews. So we're there to serve them. So this fits with all the conspiracy theories that I'm playing with. Why not invented the whole thing so we don't explore? If we think we're in a ball, we won't try to go outside the ball, right? Because it's infinite, right? You cannot get out. How about we're not a ball, we're a circle, okay? And you can go beyond the other planets are beyond the circle, and that's where other civilizations have visited us. We have drawings and cuentos of people from ancient times saying that people from other realms visited us. So this is a realm. There can be a realm in the other side, right? Why not?
Yeah.
They don't let us explore beyond Antarctica. You know, there's certain place where you cannot go. It's no-fly zone. It's no trespassing zone. Why? Why? You know, and it all started at the same time. They went to the moon. Oh, they never went back to the moon. Why is that? They lost the technology. Really? Really? Oh my God. They had a live phone call from the president from the White House to the moon. Really? And they televised it live. Really? When I cannot even call my Lola right now with Globe because it's putol. Really? I don't think so. In the 1960s? I don't think so. That's having faith. Believing in the moon landing, that's having faith talaga. Because it defies all logic. Isa pa. Let's see. I see with my eyes, I see the sun come out every day and go down. I see it with my eyes. Why won't I trust my eyes? Why will I need a different explanation that we're a ball going around the sun? Why? I don't feel the movement. I just open my eyes and I see it. Why will I not trust my eyes? Why will I believe a scientist before I believe myself?
Yeah,
100% the truth. We cannot know. Pero I can follow my eyes. Come on. If I shake your hand, I believe you're in front. Okay? Diba?
Yeah.
Diba? If I can touch you, if I can smell you, if I can see you. So why will I believe, no, atheist teacher is not in front of you. It's just your illusion. It's your belief. No. Why are you going to explain something I don't need explanation for? I see it. Yeah. So, well, that's my defense for but the truth, I don't know also. It just makes more sense, more logic.
Yeah.
And since I caught scientists and teachers and history books and the news lying to me so many times, probably they're also lying right now. Why not? So I tend to believe, I think there's more truth in the alternative movement, in the counterculture movement, because these are people who dare to speak against the grain, risking their careers in it.
Yeah.
What do they have to gain? Diba? They're sacrificing themselves, speaking their beliefs, speaking their discoveries. Because, for example, okay, let's go to the COVID situation, right? How many doctors were banned and lost their titles because they spoke against that narrative? And now we're discovering that they were correct all this time. But they already were public shamed, they lost their jobs, etc. Some were killed. Okay, we get up to that point because they go against the interest of the big pharma, which is $1 billion industry, and it doesn't cost them anything to finish the life of anyone, and etc. etc.
This is my favorite quote that I heard from you, is that live fishes swim against the current. I still remember that to this day.
They always swim against the current, because if not, you end up. Yeah, if you follow the current, you end up in the sea. And you die because it's salty water, right? You always have to go against. Yeah, that's a healthy fish.
That's a live fish, because dead fishes just get carried away with the current.
Yeah. So what if we're just sheep and we're following the current the whole time? What if they educate us since birth just to follow the current? It makes sense. I think so. I suspect so very strong. They make you go to college. Everyone has to go to college. What for? To get 4-year degrees in tourism? For what? To be a guide, a tourist guide?
To be a tour guide.
I am a tour guide and I don't have 4 years college degree, and I make money as a tour guide in Intramuros. Do. No need to, right? I studied in internet 1 hour. Ganyan. So there's many courses in college that I don't see maybe architect, yes, right? Maybe doctor, yes. But many things hindi kailangan. So I think it's a big scam also, I think. Yeah, it's a big waste of money, especially in the US, where people get into debt and they take, maybe after they have to pay debt for 10 years or 15 years, instead of building their life, they're paying the school because they got loans to go to school. That smells very rotten, right? It's scammy. To get a degree, most people never use the degree. That's statistic. Most people never use the course they studied. So what's the point?
They end up being sales lady. They end up being cashiers, pump attendants, even though they finish 4-year courses, right?
Oh, and yeah, most people don't use it. Maybe they're pushed into it by the parents. I understand that, so it's not their passion. I understand that. So that's why you just finish it just to please your tita, just to please your mother.
Lucky me, I'm still using my my degree. So I want to go back there, because you mentioned something about this big pharma. I remember, or maybe you already changed, but are you still an anti-vaxxer? You're not yet vaccinated with COVID vaccine. Tell me about that. Yeah.
Not yet. No, I will never do it. not yet. I will never do it. I had friends die. I had friends get cancer. I had friends got heart attacks. I'm talking about young people. 40s, 50s. It's not normal. It's not normal what we've been seeing in the latest years. The turbo cancers and all. And there's research coming out constantly right now. They forced people into it without testing it properly, maybe even with a secret agenda of depopulating, and not so secret because there are accords about depopulating, right? They're complaining there's too many people and they should get rid of them. So I think it's a master plan, and it's a trial to control population and see if people will comply or not. And actually they won, because people have too much belief in the hospitals and in the white robes people, they think they're the super authorities. Look, a doctor who gets a commission on your pills and gets a commission on each procedure that you do in the hospital, each test, cannot be trusted. It's in his best interest that you're sick. If they cure you, they don't have clients anymore.
They won't have any jobs.
So it's a whole money industry out there. And the people who sells the vaccines earns money. The people who cure you from the damage the vaccine does earn money. The risk of dying from COVID was so small. It's like the flu. Why was all this necessary? And how many businesses died also, including my businesses, died during the lockdowns? I lost everything I had within a month. All my businesses.
That's sad. Yeah.
I had to reinvent myself during the lockdowns. It's not only physical that people suffered so much financially, how much people suffered. And then mentally, how many kids didn't go out for 4 or 5 years wearing masks, not having relations with other people? That's damaging for the brain. They told us to hide inside the house instead of getting sunlight. That's what we need. We need to touch each other. That's how we get healthier, because our defenses go up. It's the opposite of what they're recommending. So it all seems like a plan to control and hurt people. I say the government doesn't love you. And the pharma doesn't love you.
Only Duterte loves you, right?
Duterte sacrificed himself for the Filipino. Look at the man. He's there suffering because of all the kalokohan of the politicians now. My gosh, he's been imprisoned by whom? By the ones who are in power right now. And we're seeing the ones in power right now how dirty they are, no? Oh my gosh. It's a shame they're still there. I'm wondering, because Nepal threw the government out. Mexico threw the government out. Is the Philippines gonna do it again? I don't know. I'm not saying they have to. I hope there's a peaceful solution for it. I am a skeptic. I don't think people will change. Yeah.
So, regarding your advocacy, and if you can change one thing in the Philippines, what would it be?
I'll take democracy out. What? Yes! We're not ready for democracy.
Yes.
Democracy doesn't work. Democracy is the government of the most popular person. Would you want to be governed, your life to be governed by the most popular girl in school? I don't. It doesn't make sense. I believe in geniocracy, a government of geniuses, where the best in each field takes care of each department. For example, the best in money making takes care of the economy or economy ministry. The best in strategy takes care of the defense ministry. That way, not voting and seeing who's more popular, who can pay 300, 500 pesos to someone in order to buy a vote. What the hell is that? They even do it in broad daylight. It's doomed to fail. I hate democracy. Is that very unpopular to say? I guess so. I made my career being controversial online.
Being contrarian. Do you consider yourself a contrarian, Kuya?
Yeah, always go against the grain. Only the dead fish follow the course of the river. Yes. It's a way to stick out. And doubt, di ba? When everyone's doing it must be wrong. When the majority does it, it must be wrong. It's mediocre. You don't want to be like the majority. You don't want to be normal, guys. Normal is mediocre. For my followers, I say, you want to be better. You want to be at the top. You want to have a successful life, a happy life, a life with a lot of money, with a lot of muscles, with a lot of good looks. That's what you want. You don't want to fit in. Fight against that shit. You don't want to be normal. Let's change the mindset. Let's go against the grain. Try to stick out. And you will say, yes, but if a nail sticks out, they hammer it in, diba? Yes, welcome to crab mentality, right? You are going to suffer when you go against the grain. The thing is, at the end of the rainbow, there's a treasure. Okay, you have to first go to the mahirap part of the rainbow before it starts, getting easier. If you want to be at the top, and that's where I want to be, and I want my followers to be, if you want to be at the 1% life in every field, you have to be willing to do what the 99% of people are not willing to do. It's a painful and lonely journey. But a few, and those are the people who I want to hang out with and be friends with. We can help each other. We can give tips to each other, help, suffer together, which feels a little better, and encourage each other, push each other, and pull each other, and okay, sige, let's go up. Because most people are not going to do it anyway. But I don't want to talk with those people. I just have a hope, for example, doing this kind of activity that we're doing right now, that if 100 people watch this, maybe one or two will go, sige, kaya ko din.
I'll try that, yeah.
I'll enroll in the gym tomorrow. Diba? I'll start investing tomorrow. You can invest sa GCash. Everyone can invest now. Merong stock market app there inside GCash. You can do it. And there's a C Bank. You can get a 3.5%. Tonic Bank, you can get a 4% a year. And they pay you daily, they pay you monthly, depends on the app. And these are banks controlled by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. I'm always giving legit ways of making money. Okay? Slow and steady ways. Everyone can make it to the top. It takes time and effort. The same thing happens with physical improvements. Everyone can do it. But most people fall for the donuts and the pizza. Okay? And watching Netflix. It takes a lot of effort to say no to those things and to do the push-ups. That's why very few people look great. Pero, if a pangit guy born in Tondo with no money can go and raise up to be a beauty queen in the Philippines, kung kaya siya, what's your excuse to be pangit? May point ako, ha? Diba? Kung kaya siya, bakit hindi ako kaya? Diba? Maraming excuses. We're full of, we're very good at finding excuses. No, kasi my genes are not good. No, kasi I have to do this first. I have to, okay, bahala ka na. You're full of excuses. You can make it. Anyone can make it. Henry C. made it from scratch, right? Made his millions from scratch. So kung kaya siya, kaya ko. Because I'm starting from a better place than Henry C. I don't think you're starting, anyone watching this, are you starting worse than Henry C? I don't think so. Diba? You already have internet. You have a phone. Walang phone siya. Walang internet. Laway lang. Diba? Awis and laway.
Laway lang.
Boom, 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 boom. He made it. So I look at those people, diba, the outliers, because I don't want to have a normal life. I want to have an awesome life. I'm inspired by that. I'm into motivation, affirmation, visualization, hard work, planning, goal setting. That's the kind of stuff I like talking about, and that carries me forward every morning. I say thank you for what I have. I have gratefulness. I get happy. And I do exercise every day. And I visualize myself. And I look at my goals in my mirror. I have stickers in the mirror that tells me what I have to do. No. And I have progress constantly. And I say thank you for it. And I get more ganado. I get a dopamine hit. I get happier. I'm ADHD, by the way. So, I'm a PWD, guys. Okay? So, kung kaya ko, kaya lahat ng tao sa buong mundo. Ay, ang galing ng Tagalog ko, ha?
Yeah. So from that, these are the things that I want to impart to everybody because you're a very inspirational guy. How did you make it through that pandemic times that you have to rebuild yourself? You have to. What's your key? I mean, what's your? How did you do it? Can you tell us that?
Survival, no? Okay, previous to the lockdowns, I had a coffee shop in Sampaloc. I had Uber cars going around the city, Grab cars. I had massage chairs in the mall. I had a theater actor career. I had some investments in small gas stations. Okay. I'm going to put those 5 to start. Because of the lockdowns, people are not traveling. So no people gassing up. So we lost that. You cannot go to the malls. So the massage chairs in the malls, but
Yeah.
you cannot feed people in your restaurant because they're not allowed or small capacity. So our restaurant died. People are working from home, studying from home, so no people are using Grab and Uber, di ba? And I had a theater career income. It's bawal to do theater because people cannot go to theater. Boom! In 1 month, I
Everything's
lost everything.
Yeah.
I panicked. I am broke, no income in the Philippines of all places, which is very tough. To be broke here, it's worse than in other countries. What am I gonna do? I cannot buy groceries. I have to go back to my mother's house at this age. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. So I sold everything, all the cars. I sold in the coffee shop the tables, pati the light bulbs. I sold everything and I bought because I thought, okay, everyone's at home. What are they doing? They're buying online. Everyone's buying online because they're scared of going to the street and it's bawal. So I bought Delata food from Spain, from importers, from my tita that imports, and I started online shops. And I started learning, and from 3 products, I went up to 100 products eventually. And now I'm reducing again because now everything's changing again. No? People are going back to the normal shops. So I started that business, and then I applied for jobs online every day. 10 resumes, 20 resumes, and I found online jobs as an IT consultant, and I started working from home. I still work from home. I have a working station. Oh, wait, look. Computer 1, computer 2, computer 3. I don't know if you can see it over here. Computer 3. Okay, wait. There. So I reinvented myself, and then I started doing some films and some movies that we could do at the same time, doing all kind of COVID tests and things like that. Of course, it was refused, and that's how I recovered and I escaped the rat race because of losing all that. I went back to the rat race. Because I lost all my sources of income.
Yeah.
And I started investing in the stock market of the Philippines also for dividend stocks that pay every year, every quarter, twice a year. And that's how my passive income started growing again. It's super passive because I don't need to do anything when I buy Meralco stocks, for example. I get paid every time people use their ilaw. So I get happy. First benefit. Number 2, I get money. Diba? They put money in my bank account every year or twice a year. Like a 5% Meralco's giving right now. And that's how I started building my passive again. So that's how I escaped for the second time. And because of that, for example, yesterday, I still do some movies here and there, right? Yesterday, they were pitching me for a movie, and they didn't have much budget, and they were, you're too expensive. I said, it's okay, so I won't do it. But it's very bagay for you. It's a very good role. It can, it's we need you. And I said, but you cannot pay for me, so call me when you have a bigger production. And I didn't care. And I said goodbye. Why? Because I don't need it. So it gives me freedom to choose in my career what projects I want to do and I don't want to do. Because I know my groceries are paid by my passive income because I've been investing.
Yeah.
And I paid off all my debt during the lockdowns. During these years, I paid all my debt thanks to selling the cars, thanks to selling all these things. And because of the revenue I do selling online and my salary, so I paid back all the utang to the banks and everything, so I pay less interest. Diba? It's very expensive to borrow money. Guys, don't do it. Don't fall for the credit card traps. It's not about looking rich. It's about being rich talaga. It's about being out of the rat race. If you're paying things on the credit card, probably you cannot afford it. Ingat dyan. Ingat dyan. Sometimes I get messages from the bank. Uy, you've been selected for a new loan that very few people. You're so lucky. But like, wow, parang I won the lottery. And the bank is selling you a loan. That's their business. That's how they make money. The bank is not your friend. The salesperson is not your friend. Like the government is not your friend. Like the doctor is not your friend. Okay?
Yeah.
Very few people are your friend.
I
I'm
remember
giving
before you were anti you hate banks. You don't like investing or saving money in banks. Tell us why.
No, okay. Savers are losers. Okay? Aray, you're gonna say. If you just save your money, the interest of the inflation is so much higher than the interest that a traditional bank is giving you. You're losing money every day. The bank is using your money for other things. They make money. So it's not a good idea to just park your money in a normal saving account. You need to be generating high interest. There are some banks in the Philippines that are giving you a 4%. No? So at least that's a minimum, that's a starting point where to have your emergency fund. And then you start investing in other things that are giving you I bought last week DMCI that's giving right now at the point I entered with the price I bought, it's giving a 10.45% a year in dividends. That's good. Think no pawis, no time. Okay? I bought the stocks of DMCI, they're gonna pay me twice a year without me working. That's beautiful. So some people will say, "Ay, but the 10%, a 5%, it's just little." It's not little. You know how hard it is to make a 5% or 10% even with your business? Even selling coffee that I was selling, it's hard. It's hard to make some profit. Imagine making money without the effort. So at the beginning, many people get discouraged because parang maliit, di ba? I am just making 100 peso, but it's not what you're making now. Imagine you're making 100 peso this month, but next month you're making 200 na. Di ba? So it's at the beginning, but it's a snowball. And there's compounding effect. It gets bigger, it's like going to the gym. You cannot go to the gym once a month. Walang results. You have to go every day, every day, every day. Para nakita mo. You won't see it overnight. Pero after 3 months or after 1 year, people see, wow, before and after, wow. Diba? You might not feel it because it's a 1%, a 1%. But a lot of 1% make a difference. Everyone can make it to millionaire in the Philippines if you do the correct step and effort. It will take some time. The thing is, you start, you learn how it works, and then you decide if you're gonna step on the gas or not. You learn how the tools work, and then you can go forward. I would recommend you to live like a beggar and invest everything you have every month. I invest 100% of my income because I don't need it. Diba? So I have the luxury of doing that at this point. I was broke during the lockdowns, I remind you. And I was broke in 2013 in the Philippines when I opened my coffee shop. I was thinking of going back to going back to Spain. I was totally broke because I was partying hard, and I went broke. I was thinking of going back, and I said, "Okay, let's give another trial to this." And I started working very hard. I got money from investors, and I opened the business, and I started building up from there until the lockdowns hit, and they threw me down again. So it's about reinventing yourself constantly. Okay, you do something for some while, it stops working. Okay, you're not gonna cry about it. You're gonna think, okay, how do I redirect myself? Right? Okay, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, correct. Measure if it's working. Are you getting richer every month? If you're not getting richer every month, you're doing your finances wrong. Every month you should have more income. Kahit maliit. Every month you should have more income. Because your
what do you
salary
think,
is already
Kuya?
the same.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest problem or negative mentality that people have that made it hard for them to escape the rat race?
We're trained to be factory workers. We're trained to get a loan and buy a house and buy a motorcycle and pay interest to the banks. It's all, we're feeding the matrix. We're feeding the machine. They are farming our energy through taxes and interests. The system is against us. Marketers are there to hunt you. Advertising in Facebook, advertising in the TV, they're telling you, buy this. If you don't buy this, you're going to be miserable. Girls won't love you if you don't use this cologne. Diba? You need this car. If you don't have this car, girls won't look at you. I'm talking to the guys out there, no? But same with the girls. Diba? If you don't have this bikini, you're competing against each other the whole time because if not, you won't be happy. If not, the guys won't look at you, etc., etc. It's all marketers trying to hunt you. So they keep you constantly in the rat race. What's the meaning of the rat race? You're always paying bills every month. Ubus ang pera. Pay ulit every month. You're paying bills again. So you never get out of the rat race and advance in life. The system is against you. You have to do a lot of effort to get out of there. We are educated to be compliant since school. Opo, yes po. Stand in line. Wear your uniform. Diba? Time to go to the outside the classroom. Time to go back to the classroom. Can I go to the toilet? Sige, 1 minute. Go. Diba? We're being trained to be compliant factory workers. So after school, the same thing happens in the corporate world. It's the same baloney. Pay taxes, get a mortgage, pay the bank until you die. And then spend all your money paying the hospital bills, whatever you accumulated. The system is programmed to keep us there.
Yeah.
So you have to see through the cracks of the matrix in order to escape it. I help you escape the matrix.
No. Now that you said it, it makes more sense because you will be working till you're 60, right? And you wouldn't have enough to even sustain your whole family, and then you're going to be sick because of the foods that you enjoyed when you were young, and you'll have to go to the hospital and stay the rest of your life there. So it's a cycle. Once you didn't have the chance to get out of it, it's a cycle. You will live and you will die. Yeah.
It's the rat race. Most people die inside the rat race. And they don't even realize it. Sad. Sad reality. But we're programmed for it. So if we can save a few people, see it's a machine, see it's a matrix, and if you can escape it, but when you escape it, you have to choose in the matrix. You take the blue pill or the red pill. You take
Which
the blue
one should
pill.
you choose?
Yeah, exactly. So you take the blue pill, you're happy. you keep on doing what you've been programmed for, right? Keep on working, keep on buying bags, use the credit card, pay the bills, or you take the red pill and you see through the cracks and it's very painful and you feel very lonely and you have to build yourself out, escape the matrix, which is very difficult. That's why very few people will escape. Only the 1% who want to be at the top. You know.
So, would you say that being comfortable? I mean, there are a lot of things that made us comfortable today, like rice cookers, oven toasters, like motorcycles, vehicles. So, would you say that it's better to struggle in life first, pursue your dreams, and then be comfortable in life, rather than just be comfortable and suffer the rest of your life?
Live like nobody else now so you can live like nobody else later. Delayed gratification.
Delayed gratification. That's another good quote. Yeah.
You know, it's you can be comfortable and don't do exercise, right? You're a tambay, you're enjoying your potatoes, watching the TV, ganyan ganyan, and then when you're a little older, all your bones hurt, and then you have how many sicknesses? Or you could have a healthy lifestyle and suffer because you're not eating the potatoes and because you're not eating the donut and you're doing the gym and all that, which takes effort. But then when as you grow gracefully and more healthy and you're happier. Mental benefits of exercise. You're happier all throughout. It's benefits you don't see agad. Same with money. You can go on vacation agad with your credit card, right? You can give your daughter the best debut ever. Or you could get all that money and live humbly and invest it. And in the long term, your daughters and you will have a freedom life because interest and dividends are paying for your lifestyle, and you can decide to go on a trip to Singapore this December and January to Japan and ganyan.
Yeah.
It's very nice to spend money when it comes from investments. When it comes from free money, free cash flow, it's very nice to spend money. You should never spend money from your hard-earned income, from your job. I say your job is for investing, and what comes from the investments, that you can spend and buy a luxury bag and buy a watch or whatever you want to buy. But never buy it from your hard-earned income. Never buy luxury. You shouldn't even eat in a restaurant if you're in the rat race. That's how radical I'm going to be. You cannot afford Wendy's. You cannot even afford McDonald's. Yeah, if you're inside the rat race. Not because you can pay for it, it means you can afford it. How about that one?
Yeah, affording is different from paying. Yeah.
I can pay anything. I can get my credit card and buy a Harley Davidson today. That's the dream of my life, to own a Harley Davidson, you know. I can buy it with my credit card right now. But that would be very irresponsible from me. Because I would be buying it with credit. Pay interest for it. A responsible way of buying a vehicle is the maximum amount of the vehicle, the total cost should be what you make in income in a month. That's a responsible way. That's the maximum.
So if you cannot afford to buy it in 1 month, you shouldn't have the right to buy it.
Yeah, you should walk. You should buy a bicycle.
It's more, health friendly to walk.
Yeah, you do exercise pa. Huh? And you get ideas when you walk. I walk a lot. It's very good. Very healthy.
Yeah, I remember my former friend of mine. He's a principal now, even though he's already retired. Ever since I knew him, he's been walking to and from work. He he have a decent salary. Imagine you're a principal, right? Maybe you earn 60, 50K a month,
Wow.
but he still chooses to walk from
There you go.
their house to work, and vice versa. And he's not poor. He has a lot of money, but he wouldn't buy new clothes if it will come from his income. He will just, teachers giving him gifts, buying him new clothes, and that's what he will wear. He will not buy something from his pocket.
Kuripot. Thrifty, not kuripot. Thrifty. Resourceful, let's say. Yeah. Warren Buffett drives an old car. And Warren Buffett has old computers in his office. He said, why will I buy a new one? It still works, right? Okay. So keep on using it. Ganon na lang. Diba? If it doesn't make, it doesn't make extra money to buy a new one, why will I buy one? It's like,
Yeah.
he's one of the best investors in history. Right? So let's learn from those who made it.
Yeah.
Let's
So
not
don't listen to your peers. Don't listen to the poor people.
Exacto. Everyone has an opinion, but not every opinion should be listened to. We should not listen to opinions of unsuccessful people. Why will I listen to my Tito the Mecánico when it comes to investments? He has opinions about my investments, but and about my fitness. He has a lot of ideas of what you should eat and how to do push-ups, but he's fat and he's broke. I love him, and I should not listen to him. He has no idea about winning in life. He has no idea about money. He has no idea about fitness. Boom! Sorry, Tito. And this happens with most opinions. Most opinions should not be listened to. Sorry. I know you have an opinion. I know you want to say it. Say it to whoever wants to listen to it. I'm not asking for your opinion because you're broke or you're fat or you are depressed. Why would I listen to you? Who are you? What makes you an authority to be listened to? Pero out of sympathy, we tend to listen, and everyone has an opinion, and everyone should be given the opportunity to express their opinion. Fine, I don't have to listen to it. You express your opinion in your Facebook wall, which I will unfollow, because even if we're friends, I don't want to listen to your opinions about happiness because I've seen you, how you drink yourself to death every weekend because you're unhappy and that's why you're getting drunk. You're trying to escape reality. That's what you're
makes
doing.
sense.
And then you're spending your money and you're damaging your health. Why would I want to listen to a guy like that? I despise, I look down on them. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Because by me saying it, maybe some people will start changing the mindset and say, it's not cool. Oh, I'm so proud. Look how many bottles of beer I downed this weekend, and I posted in Facebook like, I'm the fucking winner of the universe. What are you as? You want to be Homer Simpson when you grow up? Aren't you? You should be ashamed and hide those bottles. Pero everything...
Mindset, yeah.
No, kasi, but I don't blame also because I go through EDSA and I see all the billboards. Drink this tanduay, drink this and there's a celebrity, smiling. It's like, you're gonna be malakas, you're gonna be a winner, drink this, di ba? Mas matapang ka, blah, blah, blah. They're bombarding us into having unhealthy behaviors. Because it's all part of dragging us, sucking us into the matrix and keeping us there forever. Someone who's drinking their whole life is spending money and hurting themselves and being depressed has to spend in it will keep inside the rat race. So they will never escape, they will never doubt, they will keep on voting whoever gives them 300 pesos, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, is that the reason why I don't see you in liquor billboards, Kuya?
Well,
Or
I'm gonna tell you, it's because they didn't pay me enough. Because I'm a prostitute. You pay me enough, you're gonna see me in a liquor billboard. I have I have no morals whatsoever. Very distracted morals.
So yeah. So we're coming closer to the end of our interview, and by the way, Kuya, people will come up and ask you some questions.
Oh my
Feel
gosh.
free to answer them because maybe they're not yet, shall I say, they need to hear you more. So all our people in the comment section, you can come up, have a request, and we will accept you.
Oh
Sige
my
lang, request lang kayo.
This is the scary part, I think. Okay.
No, they'll just ask the same questions as I did.
Okay. So they didn't pay attention?
No, maybe they want more clarification. Yeah, they want more clarification.
Okay.
So
I just give my
let's invite
opinion.
some of
So you do what you want out of this is just opinion. There's no truth. I give you my 2 cents, diba? And that's you do with it what you think is best. You can follow at your own risk, right? We are all
follow
adults,
at your own
right?
risk.
Do your own research. I fail a lot, and I learn from my mistakes. I think failing is fantastic, and it's very healthy. So take risks, fail, learn from it. Don't do the same mistake twice. Diba? See what works. Is what you're doing or what you're believing making you richer, happier, healthier, sexier? Then keep on doing it. If it's not, diba? Measure it. If it's not, lipat. Lipat philosophy. Lipat doctor. Lipat influencer. Ganyan. Read. There are so many books. I have hundreds of books. It's fun to read every day. I read and I post some learnings that I got from books. I love reading. You can learn from the mistakes of others. Very interesting, right? So did people come in?
Not yet. I think they're very satisfied with your speech.
I'm seeing we have 5,200 hearts. Oh yes, a lot of love. Thank you guys. Sarap. Yeah. It's nice to see. Is this gonna stay in TikTok? Is it like an episode in TikTok?
It is recorded. We will be posting it on YouTube, on our YouTube platform.
Okay, lovely. So for those who want to share it later on, right? Or want to review it, there. I might have said something I regret.
Yeah. Lady of the Night said it was nice. Yeah, it was nice talking to you, Kuya. This is a very informative night, and we'll learn a lot from you. We knew that someone like you is, these contrarians, these people doesn't conform, are a vital part of the society, because how are we going to discern reality if there's only one side of it, right? So we need people like you, Kuya.
Thank you.
To go against the grain.
I'll keep on going and bugging you and pissing you off. I get a kick out of pissing people off online. I think, how can I post something that will bother someone today? Let's see. I'll say this. I'll say something contrarian, racist, funny, in my mind funny, anti-feminist or something. I know I can piss off some people. Sometimes I think of someone in my mind, okay, what can I post? If this person sees it, I hope they get pissed.
Yeah, you've been mentioning feminism now since the beginning. What about feminism that you don't like, Kuya?
Oh my gosh, they put men down the whole time. They think they don't need men in order to be happy. It's the opposite. They think they're so sufficient. And then when I've seen some videos now there, a guy abusing a girl, a random guy abusing a girl in the subway in London, and then the other guys just recording it, no? And then in the comment section, why didn't any of those guys step in and defend her? Well, you killed chivalry, You telling us that you don't need us made us believe you don't need us. because we don't want to be machist. You might say, I can defend myself, blah, 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 blah. Okay?
Yeah. Someone asked Kuya, how about the former feminism? Like the 1950s, 1960s feminism. What
I
can you say
wasn't
about
born.
that?
I wasn't born then. Oh, I'm young, how was it? How was it? Tell me about it. Tell me what you like about it.
No, she was just asking about maybe because
Yeah,
there are waves of feminism. When back in the 50s, when a lot of men died in war, these women are forced into working in the factories and the manufacturing industry in order to survive and revive the economy.
do what you need. Yeah, do what you need. And I also say kudos to the single mothers out there that I'll say two things. One to make you happy, one to piss you off. Okay. Kudos to the kudos to the single moms who raise kids, and it's very hard, and they're working and they raise several kids. No. Number two, I'm gonna say something to piss you off is many of those single mothers got drunk one day and they had sex with someone who doesn't even have a job and he's a tambay, and then they're hoping that a responsible man in the future takes care of all those kids of the tambay. Whoa! So there, I said something good and something bad for the single moms. Okay.
Yeah. So to end the program, I think someone said that you're very easy to understand and you have good points. So what are the thoughts that you want to leave with us tonight in order for us to, one, succeed in life, two, continue with our passion, and just be able to escape the rat race? Yeah.
Go against the grain, doubt everything, learn from people who are more successful than you in each field that you want to improve your life, and stop listening to friends and family who just want to keep you as you are because that's what they know. Boom.
All right. That's all for tonight, Kuya. I'm very happy and I'm very honored to have you here on our platform. Maybe someday we will see you here again. And we wish you the best of luck, health, and everything that you had to your career and all your, let's say, advocacies in life. Thank you very much, Kuya, for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, man. A pleasure meeting everyone. Huh? Salamat, guys. Reach out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kuya. Next time.
Yeah.
And that's it for tonight, guys. Maraming salamat sa mga nanood at nakinig. And that's Kuya Manzano for you. Ayan. Host, andyan ka pa ba? Ayan. So I think we're ready to end the program for tonight. Thank you guys for those who listened, and participated in our comment section. Please follow the Roundtable. Please follow Kuya Manzano. He shares a lot of informative stuffs. Some you should follow, some you should not. No, so just pick carefully, listen carefully. Ayan. Thank you, host.
Hello, Sir IT. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Do you still want to nawala na pala yung guest mo?
Oh, bumaba na siya.
I thought you still have a question and answer portion.
Walang umakyat malinaw daw.
Okay. Alright, thank you.